What's up guys, it's Super here and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. Now today I'm going to be doing a full gameplay breakdown of the Firestorm official reveal trailer. So last time I did a breakdown on Dr. Fate. It was a little bit confusing because I was looping, the trailer clip with the clip I was talking about. So I decided this time to make it a little bit more simple and just have my own gameplay in the background and then highlight whatever I'm talking about on the screen. But before I do that, as always, if you guys could please leave a like rating on the video, it's always appreciated. So what I'm going to do now is play the trailer in its entirety for you guys who missed it, and then I'll come back and talk about Firestorm's incredible gameplay. So here we go.
So has Bruce ever sat you down for the talk?
How young do you think I am?
Not that talk, Firestorm.
Alright, so that was the Firestorm gameplay trailer. Definitely one of the top 5 most impressive gameplays for a character, man. This game just has so many characters that I really want to play, and Firestorm is definitely one of them, especially with his gameplay reveal. We got pretty much all of the special moves that I talked about in yesterday's video. So let's break this down. First of all, I just want to say we got our first look at the Bat Cave, which looks fucking awesome, and we got another stage transition in which Killer Croc makes an appearance. Sad face, forever a stage transition. So all right, here we go. First clip we get to see here, Firestorm does a combo into his what looks like are like low fire beams. This is the move that might be called Atomic Burst, which he shoots down a couple of projectiles on the ground. It really reminds me of a mix between Zod's lasers and Hell Sparks, because as you guys see, the opponent actually bounces up a little bit. So that's probably going to be one of his good combo enders, and there is no shown of any meter burn version, so I'm wondering if, like Hell Sparks, if you catch someone with these low projectiles, these low heat waves, I'm just gonna call them, if you could actually meter burn to get a pop-up for an extended combo. So that was the first clip right there. Moving on here, now this one is interesting because Firestorm actually has 3 levels of traits. So what happens is he powers up, I forgot what it's called. I think it's called nuclear mode. Whenever he traits up, his flames actually turn blue if you power up to the 3rd level of the trait, which is the max trait. But he has 3 levels. Obviously, they, once he uses his trait, it slowly builds up. So I was curious as to what extra benefits is he gonna get, other than, obviously you get more power the higher the trait goes. So it looks like he's going to be gaining some special moves, and one of them is actually a teleport, and it looks extremely fast. This really reminded me of a Sector teleport from Mortal Kombat X, but it just looks so much faster. It looks like it has absolutely no startup frames. It looks like it's a 1-frame move. I hope it's not. That's just the way it looks in the gameplay trailer. So, and of course, this looks like a move that he's only going to be able to access via his trait. So once you're traded up, you might be getting access to multiple different moves, but so far we've only seen the teleport that he's going to get as an extra move. The teleport knocks down, so it's not going to be like meter burn for a pop-up, at least that we know of yet. You might be able to meter burn it while in trait to get an extended combo, but by the looks of it, it looks like Firestorm has a lot of ways to extend his combos and just get a lot of damage. So Moving on here, we finally get to see Firestorm use his traps. Now, this was the thing that had me the most excited about Firestorm, because if you guys follow my Mortal Kombat X videos, you guys know Hunter Predator is my absolute most favorite character to play in that game, because he's a trap character and he could create the coolest looking combos with his trap. Not only that, but it just makes it for a more entertaining offensive experience as a player for you to set up traps for your opponent to fall into. I just think, you know, setup characters and trap characters are so much fun. So we finally got to see it in action. So Firestorm sets out a trap. Catwoman actually falls on it, or is standing on it. It looks like it activates instantly as well. So he calls the trap. It's a mid trap. He calls the mid trap. She's standing on it. She automatically is trapped into this molten trap. That's what it's called. And what happens is Firestorm meter burns it afterwards to get some extra damage, because it looks like Catwoman is getting burned. So that must mean damage over time. So if you actually catch someone in a trap and you want to get some extra damage, you do the meter burn version after they already fall into the trap, so you could, you know, activate this magma underneath them, and it actually does damage over time. At least that's what it looks like to me. And then Firestorm jumps up in the air and he's able to manually detonate the bomb, which is awesome. So what happens is, if you guys play Mortal Kombat Predator, if you set out a trap and the opponent doesn't fall on it, you can actually manually make the bomb explode, and it has an explosion that has like a big radius. And we didn't get to see if Firestorm could detonate the bomb if the person isn't already in the trap. So for example, like if Super goes all the way full screen, I set a mid trap, I wonder if Firestorm is still able to, you know, detonate it. I'm assuming he is, if he has this ability to detonate it when the person is caught in the trap. But regardless, the ability to be able to detonate the trap manually is awesome. So you don't have to just rely on the trap to be there. You could actually detonate it yourself. So he detonates the trap. Catwoman goes flying up in the air, and then he meter burns it to get some extra damage, and I guess extra combo potential, because she goes up even higher in the air. And the fact that you could detonate it in the air as well is awesome, because Hunter Predator cannot detonate his traps in the air. You have to be grounded for Predator to be able to detonate his traps. So this is a whole nother level for Firestorm to be able to detonate his traps while he's in the air. Because that opens up, you know, jump in mix-ups. Are you going to jump in? Are you going to, you know, make the trap explode when you're trying to jump in? The person's going to want to block the overhead. There's going to be a lot of cool things that you're going to be able to do with the traps, and I'm so looking forward to that. And yeah, by the looks of it, it just looks like if you meter burn the trap activation, it just does more damage, and it sends up Catwoman flying so high up in the air. It's crazy. Moving on here, you could just see a little overhead that he has. It just knocks the opponent down. Not too much of a big deal. And the last thing that we get to see in the trailer is actually his energy shield, which he's using to extend the combo versus Green Arrow. So like I mentioned before, it does look like Firestorm has a ton of ways to extend combos and just combo people in general, and we all love extended combos. That's why, you know, Hunter Predator is one of my favorite, because he has some of the best looking extended combos in MKX, and it looks like Firestorm is going to have a lot of combo potential, which a lot of us are going to have fun with. But that about does it for the Firestorm gameplay breakdown. Real quick before I end the video, I just want to go back to the traps, because, you know, I love the traps for Firestorm. And, you know, like I mentioned, it looks like Firestorm has an instant trap. So compared to Predators, where Predators, you have, unless you meter burner, of course, you have to throw the trap down and wait for half a second before it activates and the opponent's actually able to get trapped in it. And Firestorm is not the case. It looks like he just sets the puddle out there, and if you're on it, you're on it. Like, if you're not already blocking, you're gonna be caught in it immediately. So he's definitely gonna have a lot of interesting mix-up if he has overheads that are involved in his combos, because if the trap hits low, you know, you could surprise him with the low trap. But that's definitely my favorite feature for Firestorm so far. The trap has me really excited to play him, and just the way he looks and the way he moves, his cinder charge, you know, everything about Firestorm is looking really sick. So that's gonna be it for the breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. What's going on, guys? It's Super here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe or check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you, and I will see you guys next time.